dear friends. Hope you all are in the pink of the health. So today I was going out somewhere and felt like creating something which is pinkish, very girlish. And here I am with my look. The tutorial to this look has been shared in this video. So without any further ado, let's get into the video, guys.
So guys, to start with, I will be moisturizing my face really well. This mistake I have made for a very long time in my makeup routine of not moisturizing my face before makeup. Here, I am rectifying my mistake by using the Indulgio Rose Gold Oil for my face and eyes separately and massaging it well into my skin to prep it thoroughly for the makeup. After thoroughly moisturizing, leave the face for 5 to 10 minutes and then it's the time to prime the face. For that, I will be using the most economical primer, that is Nykaa Prep Me Up. A little bit is enough. You need to press the primer into the areas where you have some pores, like I have it on my T-zone mostly, so you have to make sure that you press the product into the skin. It provides a fine canvas for makeup. Now it's the turn to color correct. All the blemishes and any sort of dark circles or any dark areas which we usually have under the eyes or around the mouth area, or in case you have any specific spots on your face, this orange corrector is going to do the deal. There are different types of color correctors which are used, like for acne scars, you may use a green corrector, then you have a yellow corrector and so on. After color correcting, it's the turn of foundation. Because we have color corrected, so we need not use a lot of foundation. That is the basic purpose of the color corrector, that it helps to blur out all the imperfections. Here I am using the Sugar Cosmetics foundation, and with the help of a damp beauty blender, I will be spreading the product all over my face. Keep the movement swift and such that you do not remove the product from its place. Now it's the time to conceal, and here I am using the Maybelline concealer. It comes with this applicator, so the task becomes really easy. I will be applying this concealer at all those areas wherever it is required to conceal the imperfections. This concealer which I am using is exactly my skin tone, because if we will use the light concealer, it will give ashy color to the imperfections. So to avoid that, I am using the concealer which is exactly my skin tone, which is exactly matching my skin tone actually. After concealing, we usually tend to get the crease lines. So in order to avoid that, I will be using this loose powder by Huda Beauty. I will not be baking under my eyes because that really accentuates my fine lines. So I will be just pressing a little bit of powder there. But yes, above my jawline, I will be baking. Now I will be using this Hoola Benefits bronzer. And the bronzing tip is this, that you have to just start from the top of your ear into the hairline, and you have to press the product in the upward direction. This helps to lift up your face. Never try to press the product in the downward direction. After this, a little bit of bronzing on my nose area to make it appear a little more chiseled. Make sure that you start from the underneath of your eyebrows, that is, you are attaching this line with the eyebrows, and see how fine it looks. You may also use your fingertips to do this. And then to cut my double chin, I will be using this on my jawline as well. In order to provide a little bit of shadow on my forehead, I will even be using the product a little bit on the forehead. Then on all the high points of my face, like my bridge of the nose, the cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin and a little bit on the forehead, I'm using this concealer which is much lighter than my skin tone to accentuate and lift up those areas. This will provide a definite shine to these areas because it's a concealer, and in order to provide it a solid base, you may press it with a loose powder later on. A little bit of loose powder you may use. Now let me share a little hack with you to contour the nose. Look how I'm pressing the loose powder on the sides of the nose, and I will be removing it later on, maybe after 5 to 7 minutes. In this time I will be just doing up my eye makeup and everything. This is going to provide a light shadow on my face in this area and will make my nose appear much better. Now it's the turn of the eyes, and to begin I always start with the eyebrows by pulling all the hair down with the help of the spoolie and filling up all the sparse areas inside the eyebrows. Then you have to make sure that you are going with the direction of the hair growth. Then just pull all the hair in the upward direction with the help of the spoolie again and make a proper dimension of the hair. You may fill up the gap slowly and slowly. Do not go very dark in the beginning of the eyebrows because this is going to provide your eyebrows a very natural look. Always go with the hair growth. After doing the eyebrows, it's the time to clean the areas above and below the eyebrows. This is going to give them a much finer and cleaner look. This is also going to help in priming the eyes, which is a very essential step for the application of the eyeshadow. All the colors of the eyeshadows, especially if you are going to use some neons or anything, they come out really well if the eyes are primed well. So here you can see how I'm spreading the concealer all over my lid area. After the application of the concealer, in order to avoid any crease lines, make sure that you are pressing the loose powder on the area where you have used the concealer. I'm again using the Huda Beauty loose powder. This is the banana shade to press it against the concealer. Now you can see this is the eye look which I will be creating in this video. So let's begin with this MAC palette. This is their neon palette and my absolute favorite. I will be leaving the link to all the brushes which I will be using in this video in the description box below, and all the product descriptions also I will be linking out below. So you need not worry. So here I have begun by taking the pink color from the palette and I had applied it with the help of the angular brush from Sephora. After that, I have used this absolute favorite brush of mine, which is PAC 388, to apply the purple color. You need to see the shape of your eyes. Like I have hooded eyes, so I always look straight into the mirror and check out the visible portions of my eyes and apply the eyeshadows in those areas first. So after this, I will be again accentuating the color, deepening the color as per my requirement by using the same brushes. Then with the help of this fluffy brush from Sephora, I will be spreading the colors. Here I have used the angular brush again from Sephora and I have applied the black color from the same palette. Apply it roughly. You need not be very precise. because later on we need to smudge the color with the help of this fluffy brush again from Sephora. Make sure that there are no sharp lines in between the colors. That will make the color really blow up well. Now, in order to cut the crease, use this technique. And here I am using this flat brush from Vega. This is their eyeshadow brush, and just see how I have decided the spot above which we are not supposed to go. I had just applied a little bit of concealer on the middle of my eyelid, and then I looked up to check out where it leaves a spot, and then I had spread the concealer from that particular area. And here you can see the technique which I have used. So I am repeating again, this is the Vega eyeshadow brush, and here you can see I have used the same concealer which I had used for my face. This is the Maybelline concealer, and here we go with the cut crease. Now I'm just using a beige color and applying it over the cut crease area so that it may really stand out well. You may use a brush, you may use the fingertips like me, and apply this color. Now just deepen the outer corner with the help of that black color which we had used from the palette, and make sure that you spread it in a manner that there should not be any sharp lines in between the colors. So here I am using the angular brush just to deposit the color and to make sure that the end of the eyeshadow application is neat. So here I have used the same PAC 388 brush, and I'm trying to spread the color evenly and make sure that there are no dark edges which are left. So let us highlight the areas on the inner corner and just under the eyebrows so that they may leave a reflection. For the eyeliner, I'm not going to go with the monotonous black color. So here I have the pink color. This is actually a neon pink color from Recode, and I was looking for these colored liners from a very long time, and then I spotted this page on Instagram by the name of Recode, and from there I could actually procure these liners. So now let us go with the lower lid, and with the help of the same PAC 388 brush, I will be first going from the outer corner to the inner corner with the purple shade, and then on the inner corner I will be applying the pink shade. You must make sure that you're going from the outer to the inner corner, and the outer corner must be attached with your wing and everything. Now for the waterline, I want to make my eyes really stand out, so I'm using a white pencil. You may use a black if you like, or a nude pencil. This really helps the eyes to look bigger. So to prepare the eyes for the falsies, here I am curling my lashes and then using the best mascara in the town. That is from Benefits, their Bang Mascara. And I am just applying it on my natural lashes. So a single coat, as I always say, is not enough, and we need to reapply. Do not forget to apply mascara on the lower lashes as well. So here we are done with the eyes. I will be applying my artificial eyelashes off screen. And now it's the turn of my lipper. So here you can see this beautiful pink color, which is also a little neon, and here I am using this to accentuate my look further. So here I am done with the makeup and my artificial eyelashes are all set to go.
So hey guys, you can see the complete look here. It is a very wearable look. Not much practice is required to create this look. So I will be waiting for your recreation. In case you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I would be really thankful and glad to make you a part of my family. So guys, what are you waiting for? After subscribing to my channel, do not forget to press that bell button icon so that you can get the notifications of my all new videos.